everybody. My name is Stacy and I have hepatitis C. I wanted to start this video diary because I recently was approved for a drug called Harvoni, which has a huge success rate for people with hepatitis C to get cured. So I wanted to have this as a way to help me get through the 12-week of treatment, but also possibly to help anybody else who's going through it. I was diagnosed with hepatitis C in 2007. I had just gotten clean and I knew something wasn't right. I did have symptoms with my hepatitis, pains in my liver, severe fatigue. I knew something was going on, and I got tested. At the time, they told me that I didn't qualify for interferon because I have Crohn's disease. So at that point, there was pretty much nothing that I could do. It was sort of like, live with it. Hopefully, maybe a treatment will come out. I'm very grateful that I was able to get approved for the Harvoni. I know so many people are fighting to get on this medication. I actually had to switch insurance just to get approved. I'm on my first week of Harvoni, and there have been some side effects. Nothing that I can't handle though. I've had fatigue, definitely, but I mean, we're all, I'm sure, pretty used to that. Anxiety, irritability, just not feeling like myself, especially a couple hours after I take the pill. I take it every day at noon, and pretty much by like 1, 2 o'clock, I'm like a disaster, and my family kind of knows that it's more the meds. I did join a support group, which has been pretty helpful for me, and it's funny because everyone on the support group calls it Harvoni head, which pretty much sums up how I feel, after I take the medication. I'll put a link to that support group. It's actually it's a Harvoni support group on Facebook, and I was lucky to find it. It's funny because when I started the medication, my doctor and nurse told me that the only side effects I would be feeling would be headache and fatigue, possible nausea. And I thought, all right, I can handle that. The nausea, fatigues, and headache I get anyway. So I called them about 3 days ago and asked them about the anxiety and the irritability and if that could be a possible side effect of Harvoni. And the nurse got really concerned. She had never heard of that with any other patients. And I got really nervous. That's when I looked up support groups and started searching online for other people who were taking the meds, who had taken the medication. And everyone said, well, not everyone, but a lot of people said that they had anxiety with it or irritability. And that was where I learned the term Harvoni head. And it made me feel a lot better, just to know that I wasn't alone in what I was going through, that other people had done it and they were completely cured. Months later, they were still undetected. I mean, that's huge. I don't even think interferon offered that. So, like I said, I'll definitely leave the link for the Facebook page, the Harvoni support group, and then there's another one, Hep C forum, which is online. I'll leave a link to that also. I've gotten a lot of great information and met some pretty neat people just in the few days that I've been on there that have been so supportive and very understanding and encouraging about what I was going through and not to give up. Like I said, none of the side effects have been that bad that I would think about stopping it. And from what I hear, interferon, if you've tried that, those side effects are way, way, way worse. So, if you've tried that and it didn't work, definitely give this a shot. It should be like a cakewalk. I kind of even feel bad complaining about my side effects compared to what some other people have gone through on the older medications. I am emotional. This is a very emotional time for me because for the last few years, I just thought this was probably something I was going to die from or die with, and the possibility to get cured is, that's huge. To get my energy back, to be, the person that I know I could be, to stop missing out on things because I'm exhausted or I can't function. It would be good to get my life back. The promise of that is really, I would probably go through anything to get that. I'm nervous, I think, because I guess, there's a chance that I will still be detected at the end of 12 weeks, but I'm not going to focus on that. Every day that I take my pill, I have to remind myself that I'm one day closer to possibly getting cured, and that the emotional roller coaster I'm on right now will completely be worth it in the end, and to not give up. I know it's hard on my family too because, I have a 2-year-old daughter and a 10-year-old son and my fiance and teenagers, and all of them have to kind of put up with my craziness for the next 11 weeks, but I think they're all being really understanding and supportive, and they all know what I'm going through and why I'm doing it. Well, except for maybe the baby, but I've already had to say I'm sorry a few times and have had bouts of crying or anxiety. I haven't been able to drive my car in 7 days because sometimes the anxiety is so bad I just don't think it's a good idea. But this too shall pass. We can do it. I know I can do it. I know anybody else who is going to get on this medication can do it. I've also been craving sugar. I know that sounds kind of weird, but I've had these awful sugar cravings and actually have a stash of sugar in my room, like candy, so that if I start to feel too anxious or something, I can just take a little bite of something and I start to feel better. Weird dreams too, that's another thing. Like I'm having some insomnia. I can fall asleep, but I can't stay asleep, and I keep having these crazy dreams, like whacked out stuff. It's kind of nuts. I'll definitely look forward to catching up on sleep after this. But, I'm excited. And for everybody who is fighting it, to get on the medication, keep fighting. I know it's rough and it's disappointing. I do have the number for the manufacturer, or a number and an email or a website. I'm going to try to leave that in the comments or in the description also, so that you guys can try to call them directly. I know that they are trying to help a lot of people to pay for what they can, which is good. I was also told by my doctor that in a year or two they're coming out with another regimen of it, that there's going to be another drug similar, but it's going to be a 2-pill a day, and another medication that'll be a 3-pill a day instead of the 1 pill a day that the Harvoni is now, and that should drive down the cost of the medication. So, that's good. My doctor also told me it wasn't a matter of if I was going to get cured, it was when. And, I just want to pass that on to anybody else who's fighting to get on this medication. Eventually, they're going to come out with a generic, and everyone will be able to have access to it. I can't wait for that day, because everyone who's fighting this disease deserves to have access to this medication. Emotional, see, told you. So I'm going to try to do a video diary at least once a week to chronicle what it's been like for me to be on the Harvoni and the blood works and the blood draws. So I'm going to keep everybody else up to date also. I'm hoping that, if this can help somebody else like it's helping me, then it was totally worth it to say, that I have hepatitis C and to put it on the internet. So I will check back in with everybody in a few days, and just don't lose hope. We are going to get our cure. We are all going to be cured. It's going to happen. I hope to God it happens for everybody. So stay strong. Keep slay the dragon. We can all get through this together. So yeah, please check out the support groups. Please like and subscribe, and maybe we can go through this journey together. I would love to hear your comments and know what everybody else on this medication is going through, because I think us supporting each other through this journey is probably going to be the best way for us to get through it. So I hope to see you guys soon and to talk to you. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye.